Hello and welcome to the Blu-Review. Today we're talking about X-Files, I Want to Believe from Fox Home Entertainment. A lot of fans wanted to believe that the X-Files series would never end. Then, when it came to its conclusion, they wanted to believe that Agent Mulder and Scully would be back for a series of movies, maybe annually, or maybe just once every few years. But as the years passed and nothing happened, many people began to believe it would never happen. Then, out of the blue, Fox announced that Chris Carter would be bringing back David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson in a new X-Files movie. And the fans began to believe once again. They began to believe that it was going to be the film that was going to answer all the unanswered questions, that it was going to wrap up things that hadn't been wrapped up before. And what they got was pretty much none of that. X-Files, I Want to Believe, is pretty much a cross between the X-Files and Silence of the Lamb, set in like Fargo, except it's not set in Fargo. It's set in West Virginia, Somerset, West Virginia. But it's a really kind of good movie. I think a lot of people were expecting. I was expecting it to be a sci-fi film, and it's really not. It's kind of a murder mystery. This guy kidnaps these two women. And basically you're trying to figure out, well, what the fuck is he doing with them? Where is he at? Who is he? And you're sort of following along. It's more of a sort of cat and mouse kind of film. Cops and robbers catch the bad guy movie. Than it really is a sort of alien type sci-fi thing. Before it was, I thought it was actually really good. It kept me interested from the hour and 45 minutes that it was on. And really, what more can you ask? There were a couple of things in there I think that were more geared towards the fans, but if you saw the first movie, I think you're going to get, most of what's going on in it. Although it has nothing else to do with the first movie, but if you've never seen a single episode of the TV series, I still think you can probably follow it. It was decent. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen. There are a lot of things in this. This is sort of the spoiler alert. Okay, Billy Connolly plays a priest who's like a pedophile or convicted pedophile. And like towards the end of the movie you find out that this one guy it was one of his victims. But then like when you start, like the movie's all with, you go, oh, that was kind of interesting. And then you start thinking about it, you go, what the fuck? How is that even possible? First of all, the bad guys in the movie are Russian and Billy Connolly is fucking Scottish. So how did the Scottish priest molest a Russian kid? I mean, he had to molest him as a kid. I mean, he wasn't molesting him as an adult, and if he did, then the guy was fucking like a retard or something. I don't know. But, so, like, he couldn't have molested him in, like, Russia, because Catholicism was illegal in communist Russia. And this guy's got to be at least 30 or 40 years old, so he would have been growing up in communist Russia. And how was a Scottish priest molesting anybody in Russia? Like, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. It's like it's impossible. Where do these people meet up? That this guy got molested. I don't know, but whatever. Picture quality on this though was really, really good. 4.5 stars, and it had a pretty good soundtrack. So overall, I think it's definitely, if you like the movie, if you like the X-Files, check it out. That's it. Peace.